Single to double strollers are super popular right now, and I'm excited to bring you a comparison between the Mockingbird 2.0 single to double stroller and the Chicco Corso Flex to hopefully help you decide if one of these strollers is right for you and your family. If you're new here, I'm Emily. I'm the stroller mom. I review strollers and baby gear from a mom's perspective as a mom of 3 kids ages 4 and under. I love to help parents find the best stroller for their family because let's be honest, there are a lot of information out there. So if you are not already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below with any questions. And if you do decide to buy one of these strollers after watching this video, please shop through the links below. It really helps me be able to make more honest reviews of strollers. And I do have a code for the Mockingbird, so check that out as well. I do have full comparisons where I go very in depth on these 2 strollers, so I'll link them below, so be sure to check those out. This level I'm going to stay more high level and hopefully help you decide based off the differences. So starting out with price, the Mockingbird is $450 as a single stroller, and you get as you see here. And it's something that's really nice about the Mockingbird is there's a lot of customization you can do. So if you want black leather or brown leather, or if you want different colored canopies or different material inside the canopy, you can do a lot of customization there. It does not include the rider board. I just added that because I've been using it with 3 kids, but with my code, you do get an additional accessory, so check that out below. And then for the Chicco Corso Flex, it's $599, so a little bit more expensive, but what's different about the Chicco Corso Flex is you actually get a lot of things as a single. So you get this cup holder, parent organizer here, you get this basket as well, and then you get the seat, and then it also has a rider board built in, kind of. It's like a sit and stand stroller. So rider boards generally to me are like when you attach something, and then this one's gonna be like it's built into the stroller as a seat. So I'll show you that. There's no customization though. So you do have like some leatherette detailing here, and overall, I will say I do recommend both of these strollers. I think for slightly different reasons, which we'll get here in a little bit. Now, when you purchase these strollers as a double, because that's one of the main benefits, I think, of why people go single to double, the Mockingbird is an additional $142, so like $595, whereas the Chicco actually is $790. So it is quite a bit more than the Mockingbird when set up as a double. So in regards to some of the things like are just generally I like to cover on strollers, like handlebar, both of these have nice leather handlebars. The Mockingbird turns up and down, so it has like more of that tilt type, whereas there's no adjustability on the Chicco. I will say the Chicco is very tall. Like it is just a very tall handlebar. The Mockingbird probably would be better for shorter parents, not bad for tall parents either. Overall, the brakes are both pretty good. I would say I like the Mockingbird brake just a little bit better. And then the push on these strollers as singles are very similar. But let's talk about the weight of these 2 strollers. So the Mockingbird weighs 27 pounds as a single and 35 pounds as a double, whereas the Chicco Corso weighs 34 pounds as a single. So the same as the Mockingbird as a double and 40 pounds as a double. So this stroller is definitely a lot heavier. Some other differences in these 2 strollers is this is the maximum canopy on the Chicco. It does not have no rethread and has plastic, pretty easy, straightforward buttons. You do have a little bit of mesh here in the back that doubles as a peekaboo window, while the Mockingbird has a really impressive canopy. You also have mesh back here that can double as a peekaboo window or a magnetic peekaboo window right here as well. Another thing that I really like about the Mockingbird is they added no rethread harnessing here, and then they have some cool features where you can like easily clean out snacks down at the bottom, and then there's like a leatherette feature on the Corso. Something that both of these strollers are the same in is they both sell infant inserts, so you can use the seats from birth, and they both have very good reclines. You can get a really good recline on both of these, and then you add the infant insert. But Mockingbird has the better accessories. So you can get a bassinet, and you have I think it's like over 22 configurations on the Mockingbird. You can do a bassinet on the top, which is so rare for single to double strollers. And I love that about this stroller. You have a lot of different options. You can face the lower seat in or out or different things like that. Whereas the Chicco doesn't have as many configurations and they don't sell a bassinet. In regards to the baskets, the basket is definitely easier to access on the Mockingbird and it holds 25 pounds. Whereas the Chicco Corso Flex holds 10 pounds to the basket, but they have this shopping basket that you can attach when you're using it as a single, and that can hold 15 pounds. They also have a really unique car seat adapter that can also double as a basket that does come with this stroller, and you do need to purchase that separately for the Mockingbird. So now that we talked about them as single strollers, let's talk about them as doubles, because there's some unique differences here that I think would be good to highlight. So the first one being that the frame of the Corso is very large, right? It's built, it's steel, it's very well made. I think sometimes people can think of Chicco as more of a budget brand, but it's actually very good quality. Now, the wheels are much larger. You can see the difference in the wheel size on the Mockingbird, and it's a heavier stroller. So because of that, it pushes really nice as a double. So it's a very big single stroller, but once you get into the double mode, this is where the stroller's in its prime, and I say that all the time. Anytime strollers are a lot of different things, there's gonna be one area where they thrive, and that is where this stroller does. So I currently have it set up here as a sit and stand. So this is if you have like a 2 or a 3-year-old and a baby. You could put a infant car seat down here. It is only compatible with Chicco car seats, so super important to note. Nuna, Maxi Cozy, any of those other car seats, you're gonna have to go with the Mockingbird if you're between these two strollers, because it only works with Chicco. But you have this amazing sit and stand seat. There's even a canopy you can put on top. You could put 2 car seats, which we'll talk about twins in just a minute, but I love a sit and stand seat. Both of these strollers have option, like a rider board type option. This is my favorite when your child comes under and tucks in here and they have a little seat with a buckle. So especially if you have like a 2-year-old who's trying to run away, you can contain them, but then there's also options for them to stand, and it really can grow with your child. You can hold 40 pounds in each seat, which is why I love both of these strollers for twins, is because they have the same weight amount that they can hold in both seats, and I really like that. Going to the Mockingbird as a double, the Mockingbird is actually a great option for twins because you can do 2 car seats or 2 seats. You have the 2 infant inserts. You can't do 2 bassinets, but they hold 45 pounds in each seat. So it is also a great option for twins. You have pretty good space between the 2 strollers, but both of these strollers are long, and I found with both of them, as I was like walking through grocery stores or with my Mockingbird back when I had my first 2 babies, I sometimes would hit people and they'd get mad at me. This one I was just like running over my daughter's toe and like turning down the aisles when I had all 3 kids. It was a lot. So that's just part of the tandem strollers. They're just really long. But Mockingbird gives you a lot of configurations. You can face the seat in or out. You have 2 car seats, and it gives you so much more compatibility with car seat adapters. But this stroller is a lot to push as a double. Because of how the frame and the wheels are, right, you get way more weight on the Chicco. I find you have to put your heavier child here, and even so, especially as your 2 kids get older, it's easier for twins, right, because you have equal weight distribution. It can be a little challenging to push. So that's super too important to know. If you are looking at buying one of these strollers for a double, you're probably gonna wanna go Chicco. Well, I think this stroller is more in its prime as a single with the option to go up to a double if you need to. So which of these strollers is right for you? If you're a twin parent, you could go either way. I think both of these provide you great options, and because they hold the same amount of weight in both seats, they're really great. If you are a first-time mom and you don't know, you want to have kids close together, but you're just not sure, I'd probably steer you towards Mockingbird because it is such a great single stroller. It's also more affordable, holds more in the basket, has some of those more modern features, and just is a little bit more customizable, plus you can do more car seats. And if you are a parent who's on your 2nd baby, I would probably steer you towards the Chicco just because of how much better the push is and the longevity you're going to get with this sit and stand seat. I cannot tell you how much, especially my oldest, and I feel like firstborns in general, love their independence and their job, and just being able to have that sit and stand seat is so nice. So I hope this video was helpful. If you still have any unanswered questions, check out the full reviews or comment below. I will try and get to your comments, and please shop through the links below. Check out that code for Mockingbird, and thanks for watching.